right, Coach, for what opening remarks first?
Missouri State's a good team. Obviously, we saw that. I think one of the main things that we learned from this for our team is whenever there was a turnover or whenever there was a shot that was a little bit out of sync from what we were doing, they ran and made us pay. Every possession that they get, they value it. And I think that's why they're the 22nd team in the country right now. It's because you can tell they value all their possessions. I thought we played hard. I'm proud of our effort. We've closed the gap a little bit because we lost by quite a bit from the other two top teams in the league when we were in Iowa. But I thought that if we start to learn to value each and every possession, that we'll get a lot better sooner. But we're getting there. One of our best offenses today was obviously our transition. We've just got to get better in executing and being able to knock down that open shot when we get it.
If we could, questions for JaMyra first.
JaMyra, listening to what Coach Hall just said, how does this team kind of learn to value the possessions in the way that she's talking about that Missouri State did today? How does that process work over as you play one game after another? How does the team get used to doing that?
That practice, actually, we go against the guys in practice, so we got to learn how to adjust, get down the floor, stop ball quicker. So it's like we got to put it in our game, something we got to be quicker at as a team.
What, after their first quarter, which they were able to take a big lead, it was close to even after that. What did you...
It was even. We were 14-14 in the second.
Yeah.
And then in the third, they got us by 6. It was 20-14, and the fourth was 17-17.
Right. It was 9-9 actually at halfway point of that quarter. But what do you think is gained out of those good moments that you guys are getting within games? I know the result isn't what you want, but what are you gaining out of those positive times that you're having during games like this?
I would say definitely confidence in what we do and how we process and do each game that we play. I think they're getting better and having more confidence in what we do and how we do it, and trusting each other that we're going to catch the ball and shoot it, and somebody's going to beat our rebound. So basically having each other back.
It's hard because you're not getting the wins for those types of moments. How's the team making progress without so far having the progress in the win column? And how are you guys mentally approaching that?
We taking it every game at a time. We learning something from each game. We just taking every possession that we do from each game and seeing how we can get better from it. So it's like going to film and watching what we do, so we can adjust in the game and see what we need to affect. Yeah, what we need to fix.
Any other questions?
So Missouri State, they knocked down like a lot of threes throughout the game. What do you think you can do to stop those better as far as teams in the future?
Definitely our first thing that we talked about when we came to halftime was to follow our scout. So it's like following our scout, doing what we got to do. Remember how we guarded it in practice, so remember it in the game.
Anything else for our student athlete? Are you free to go? We'll take questions. Coach Hall.
Vicky, kind of the same question I have for JaMyra. I mean, as you go through the season, and normally you mark progress by wins or losses. This season isn't really that way to this point. How is this team marking progress? How are you marking progress for them?
Well, after every game, I cut the film completely and show them where we've made progress. And we can actually literally count and see what's happening with each and every one of our possessions. And you can tell, like, I mean, it was the last week wasn't as good as I would have liked it to be. I thought we played actually better against Drake than we did you and I. But, you know, it's about our execution and how are we growing. And so that's what we're doing in film, is show them how we're growing. And I know it's hard to tell because when we lose and we've lost a lot in a row, it's hard to tell that. But I think one of the things I'm very proud about is they're interested in learning and growing. And they haven't given up, nor have I, and we won't. I mean, I think we'll end up being a good team. I don't think it's probably going to be this year, but we will be. I think you can see the makings of it. We need to add a couple pieces, like a couple shooters. I think would really help us to open it up. You know, I think Jay's done a tremendous job. It's hard to play and do the things that she does when we're not shooting the ball real well, because they all clog down onto her, and she could score.
The thing I noticed watching tonight, got to 30-10 before you guys started to whittle it back, but.
We got punched in the face.
Yeah, but you got punched in the face, and a lot of teams that get punched in the face
Quit.
stay down. And how's the team maintaining that mentality to try to, keep fighting, keep playing again when, sometimes the game position doesn't dictate, but that would be an easy mentality to have.
Well, I think because they know that the potential we have, they see it, they feel it, they understand it, they know what our coaching staff talks to them constantly about the things we need to get better at, and they see it, they understand what we're saying. It's just a matter of how quickly can we grow. We have some really sloppy turnovers here. Like we'll do a play that's great, and everyone will go ooh, and then the next time down we throw it right out of bounds, or we forget what play we're in. That's inexperience, and I think that they get that, they understand that. We're not using it as an excuse because we don't want to lose. None of those kids want to lose. That's why I recruited them here, because they're competitors, and that's why they keep scrapping and fighting, because they believe and they know that they could be good.
What, if you take it maybe on an individual basis, what did you like about what you saw tonight, especially after that early run by Missouri State? Because, as you mentioned, it was basically an even game after that.
Well, and that's what we've worked on in practice. I've come out with some tough drills and gone boop on them, and sometimes we will quit. And it's having the maturity to advance and continue. And so I was glad that we came back. But, a team like Missouri State, a team like Drake, anybody in our conference, if you spot them 15 points, you're not going to win. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough. Because in order to do that, that means you got to go on a 15-0 run at some point in the game, or just keep whittling it away piece by piece by piece. So we need to continue to work on our starts, because we're not starting the games very well.
There was a few times where we all know like basketball is a game of runs, and there were some times where you guys went on some good runs. Mm-hmm. How do you think you can stay consistent with the runs that you have?
Well, a lot of those runs, it's transition. So we're playing some great defense, getting stops. When they decide to play, and we're in the lanes and doing our scouting the way we're supposed to, and we get it, we get it and go, and we can score quickly. We've got to get better on being able to score in the half court. That's where you've really got. That's where you've got to execute very well. That's where you've got to screen well, cut well, pass well, shoot well, and those are things that we're struggling with. When we let them run, they get to go, and they can do it. So one is to continue to defend as hard as we can to see if we can't get more of those type of possessions, which we try to do. And two is to just learn to continue to work on our execution in the half court.
And the same question I asked to Christine, as far as the 3-pointers, what can you do like as a coach and game plan wise to try to stop the threes?
Well, we let them know, and I took people out. We let them know that Willard can shoot it, Ruffage can shoot. That's what Ruffage does, and Manning. That's what they do. They shoot threes. That's their MO. They are shooters for that team, and they know that. And when people fail on their assignments, I got to try to find someone who can do it, and that's what we try to do. Willard is just a good player. She's a 6'2" guard.
Any other questions? Coach, thank you.